Hello, and welcome to this seminar on discrimination and housing. My name is Tessa Buchanan. I want to begin with a brief overview of the Equality Act 2010 and a look at its key concepts before considering the application of those concepts to tenancy applications and possession proceedings. And I'll end with a short section on procedural issues and remedies. So the Equality Act 2010 prohibits certain unfavourable treatment in certain circumstances in respect of people who have certain protected characteristics. The protected characteristics are set out in Chapter 1 of Part 2 of the Equality Act, and I'll come back to those on the next slide. The types of unfavourable treatment, which may be unlawful, are set out in Chapter 2 of Part 2. I say, and indeed I would emphasise, may, because behaviour is not necessarily unlawful simply because it meets the definition of one or more of the types of unfavourable treatment. It will only be unlawful if it meets that definition and is then prohibited under the Act. The provisions which prohibit such behaviour, i.e. which set out the situations in which unfavourable treatment is unlawful, are at Parts 3 to 7 of the Act. And finally, the ways in which claims may be brought to enforce the Equality Act are set out in Part 9, and I'll come back to those provisions towards the end of the seminar. There are 9 protected characteristics, which are set out on the slide there. It's important to note that not every type of prohibited conduct applies to every protected characteristic.